everybody. I am fortunate to have 1/3 of Watson, Beldock, and Beach with us today. Peggy Watson, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So congratulations on your new release. You have a collection of songs you've put out as Watson, Beldock, Beach. It's called Dreaming, and it's an amazing collection of songs as we would expect with you three superstars. When did you release that?
We finished recording in January, and I think we did one concert before the COVID-19 hit, and so then it just sort of got put on hold, for the time being. And but yeah, so we really finished in January. I think we came out with that concert in April, early April, and that was that. So and that was the end of any concerts for most of us musicians, as you well know.
But such great timing, because now it gives you all this time to send it out into the world and have people check it out virtually.
Yeah, we're trying to do that, and we're also trying to support the food bank by selling the CDs, the physical CDs. We're selling them for $15 and then giving $5 from every sale to the San Diego Food Bank. So that has been good. We've raised some money for the food bank, and we've, and sold some of our CDs, and we're going to continue that through the month of July. And yeah,
I saw the Union Tribune did a nice write-up on you guys for your philanthropic activity there. So that was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah, we did not expect that. That was a really nice surprise to see that. And yeah, so I just was very appreciative of that. So we were mentioned in that nice article.
I want to talk about the artwork on the front. I just love that. It's so beautiful. Who did that?
That was done by a woman named Lupita Carrasco. She is the best friend of my older daughter, Wendy.
Okay.
They've been friends since middle school. And Lupita is a fantastic artist from Colorado. And she's she's an amazing woman. She has, I think, 7 children and takes care of her mom. And she's also painting day and night. She's really prolific. She's had a lot of shows lately and getting some notoriety. So we love her art. That was sort of an interesting situation because my daughter was trying to design the CD cover. And I said, why don't you just, draw a guitar leaning up against a fence or something? And I didn't know I was just like throwing out ideas. And so Wendy, my daughter, came back with a nice drawing of a guitar leaning up against a fence. She said, let me just talk to Lupita about this, because I think Lupita could do a better job of this by a long shot. So she sent it to Lupita, and in about an hour, Lupita sent back that painting.
Beautiful. So is it an actual painting then?
Yes, it is a painting. Wonderful. Yeah. She does she does big paintings, but she was doing a series of these smaller kind of thick brush stroke. I don't know what she calls them, but that was sort of fit in with what she had been doing lately. So she does a lot of different styles. And
where did you guys record?
We recorded this at Pacific Beach Studio in Pacific Beach with Alan Sanderson.
Yeah.
And Alan is a joy to work with, you may know him. Do you know him?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, he's really...
Before he took over Pacific Beach, I actually did some work in there with the previous owner, and that studio is just magical. It's such a...
Yeah. So. I recorded my very first tape in that studio.
Really?
I think about 35 years ago, maybe. I don't know. I walked in with my guitar. It was called Seacoast Recording Studio back then. I walked in with my guitar and I sat down, played 10 songs. That was that. I was done.
That room had been a studio for that long. I know it had been around for years, but that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's 30, but I can't remember the exact year, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah. But tell me about working with Dave Beldock and Paul Beach. I don't know Paul as well as I know Dave, but how long have you guys all been together?
Well, David and I have been working together for over 20 years. I mean, I think we wrote our first song together about 20 years ago. but we also worked with other people as well, you know, separately in different groups and stuff. But we always but we've always, for those years, we've written off and on. But the last, say, I don't know, 5, 7, 8 years, we've been writing consistently together. And then Paul joined us. That would have been, I'm not really sure. I want to say 2016 or 15. I can't remember.
Okay.
Paul is a fantastic bass player. He has an incredible resume, as you probably know. I mean, he played with a lot of big name bands throughout many years in the 90s, and the Association, the Mamas and the Papas. I mean, he really has quite a resume. But the thing about Paul is do you remember Larry Robinson, our dear friend up in Fallbrook, up in Temecula, who was murdered? Paul played with Larry and was very, very close friends with Larry for a long time as well. So he had a very good sense of acoustic folk music, and he has a great appreciation for it. But the main thing I like about working with those two guys is they're just two of the nicest people on the planet. You know, I really couldn't ask for nicer people to work with, and I'm so grateful for that. Yeah. And they're amazing musicians to boot, so.
For sure. Obviously you have plans once we can all gather again to go out and support the record. Any specific goals or things you guys are going to be doing in support?
I think what we want to do a CD release concert. We'd like to do that, you know, we were going to do one at Joe Rathburn's Folky Monkey. And so maybe we'll still be able to make that happen down the road. And then in the meantime, David and I are just really focused on writing. And in fact, we're writing with Paul right now also, working on a song with Paul. So yeah, that's kind of what the focus is. I mean, it's hard for, we're not really good at technology and doing all the stuff people are doing to get their music out there with streaming live concerts and things like that. And we actually haven't even been in the same room together in a couple of months. So we're just writing and focusing on that. We're going to enter some songwriting contests and see what happens. It's, you know, do the best we can, like everybody else. So.
And what have you personally been doing during this time, Peggy? Are you working from home? Are you what are you doing?
Well, I'm a retired high school counselor. So no, I'm not working in that sense, although I am working on political work, getting out the vote stuff, working with Keep the 49th, and Indivisible letter writing campaigns, things like that. I've been working on that. And I've also been trying to write music as much as possible, practice as much as possible. And I've been spending a lot of time with my family and still seeing my grandson once a week as best I can, although we have to keep distance. It's hard to do that with a 6-year-old. But we do our best, so yeah.
We are going to play the title track from the album, Dreaming. Can you tell me about that song?
Well, David had the idea for this song. He came to me with this chord progression and some of the lyrics, and we worked on it together. David and I really collaborated on almost every song on this album. Was a very, very serious collaboration. You know, a lot of people think when you collaborate with somebody, you just, you know, one person writes a song and the other person puts a few ideas into it. And that we do that at times. But in this album, there's a lot of songs that we spent months working on them really together and kept shooting them back and forth and coming up with different ideas. So anyway, that song was essentially David's idea, and I worked on it with him. And I thought it was one of the prettiest songs I've heard him write. I loved the melody and the music, and I really enjoyed working on that. And we had a lot of fun working on the arrangement of it also, and the harmonies and everything. So it came out nice.
Beautiful. All right, before we play it, let folks know where they can go and buy this collection and find out more about your trio.
They can go to Beldock and Watson, all one word, .com, and they will go to our website, and we have the songs there right on the website. People can listen to them. And then we also have a way there where you can click a link to buy our physical CD through PayPal, or they can go to DistroKid. We have a link to DistroKid that takes them to Spotify and the other online ways to buy the songs and the CDs. So yeah, lots of ways to do it.
Okay, well, thank you, Peggy, for taking time to talk with me, and I'm sorry we missed David. And
Me too.
always said hey, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you when we can see you.
Thank you, Catherine. I really appreciate you having us on. I wish David was here. We thank you together anyway. So, okay, take care.
All right, this is Dreaming by Watson Beldock Beach on the Listen Local radio show.
The boy can't sleep, the boy can't sleep. Starts to worry, gets in trouble deep. Walks to the church, climbs the steeple. Look out on all of the sleepy people. Dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. Now the girl can't sleep, the girl can't sleep. There's so many secrets she's gotta keep. Walks to the woods, gonna climb the hill. Looking out on a town so still. Dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. I don't know if it'll be alright, if things are as bad as they seem. I'm feeling scared for the world tonight, and I can't find the way to my dreams. Gonna find a way to my dreams. When you were young, you could fly away, up where the colors are streaming. Close your eyes, take my hand. I wanna go, don't you wanna be there? Dreaming, dreaming.